Gentlemen, how are we doing today? This is the God amongst men, Corey Capella. Alongside of me is John Fitch. We're here with you. I think this is our 30th episode of Red Pill Smash Bros. Pretty epic. Very happy about that. We're getting up there. Getting up there, you know. John and I were talking a little bit before coming on the air today. We were just talking some stuff, talking about business, seeing where we're going with different things. Life seems to be going up. I feel like it, at least. As you can tell, though. Yeah,
2020's money.
I agree, man. I agree. I could feel it. I'm actually getting frustrated though, because it's like, you know, when you can feel it, but it's just not there.
Yeah,
it's insanely frustrating.
You can see the path, but it's not. Yeah,
it's like you wake up every day. I wake up every day and I'm like, am I there yet? Right? And it's like, nope. Oh, fuck. God damn it. This is annoying. All right. Just make it through today. Wake up the next day. All right. Am I there yet? Oh, no. Fuck. So that's kind of just where I'm at. I don't know what the hell happened over the last 24 hours, but I fucking came down with something. That's why I'm all nasally. And I also just went and got a massage too.
It better not be
coronavirus. I think I got it, dude. I live around I'm surrounded by Asians. I probably got it. I haven't even looked into it though. I don't know what's up with that bullshit.
No, I watched like a Tim Pool video, and he was saying that the sickness isn't even that bad. Like, I don't know if there's any deaths.
It's you know what?
It's like a flu type.
Bring it on. That's what I say. Bring it on. Test my immune system. Let's go.
Maybe we need one big good contagion to like wipe out some of the weaker.
I agree. I'm not even joking.
Maybe we do need it.
Bro, someone left a comment on our last video. We were talking about something to do with the deep state or something like that. And he leaves a comment. He's like, I lost so much respect for you and John Fitch talking about these deep state conspiracy theories and all this other stuff. He's like, you shouldn't go around peddling all these falsities and putting labels on this stuff. And, I get it.
You don't know shit. I mean, there's a bunch of people who go behind closed doors and make deals all the time. How's that not a fucking conspiracy? There's lots of conspiracies. Yeah. There's lots of conspiracies all the time. And if us theorizing about there being potential conspiracies going on like threatens your worldview, like, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, the big thing with that is, sure, are there some out there that are fucking crazy and probably not true? Yeah, but I also believe that there's a good large majority of them, and people should have.
We already know, like the Gulf of Tonkin. We already know about all the wars we've gotten into where we did a false flag or some other shit. We know this shit.
Operation North. What is it? Is it Northwood? No, that's not.
That sounds familiar. Northwood sounds familiar.
It's where the CIA went around fucking spraying LSD over towns, and then putting microwaves in to see if they could mind control the population. It's like, that's proven. That's been declassified.
Weird stuff has happened. So what we're even talking about? Like, there's not even that much craziness to any of the things that we might have been talking about.
I agree. Yeah, we haven't gone down the rabbit hole, and I don't think we're doing anything to hurt anybody either.
We're not talking about lizard people.
We could.
Lizard people, aliens that walk among us. Like, I'm not into
like fucking stuff. Total Men in Black type shit, dude. Like they're in human suits.
There's some people that believe that. Yeah, there's like a pale. There's like 3 different kinds of aliens.
Yeah, there's grays.
Yeah,
the grays are the normal ones. They're the ones that fly in those like typical flying saucers that were found in Area 51. I don't know. I fucking did a whole lot of acid one time and tried to see aliens, and I did, but not here. It was in a different dimension. It was weird.
We're in Tijuana.
I was like, no, I want to see them here. Like, yeah, no, that doesn't happen. That's not how it is. I was like, okay, I got you. It's like, how scary would that be? Think about how scary that would be. Like if you came face to face with a fucking alien.
I honestly, at this point in my life, I would just be like, well, of course. Like everything is so preposterous and ridiculous that it's happened. And I see. Let me ask you a question though.
If you see
an alien, I'd be like, yeah, that makes about as much sense.
In the fucking in the material, like the flesh, like you looking at that, you wouldn't be like, holy fuck, that is creepy. Like, I don't know. I feel like I think it would blow your mind. I think it would blow your mind. I think you'd literally be like,
I'd be surprised. Like, honestly,
that's too much.
I don't
That's
know.
too much.
I think I've already. I think I would be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be. I really don't think if you knocked on my garage door, open, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess. I don't.
Crazy. But I mean, the statistics show that there has to be life out there. There has to be.
Yeah, I think there's a 0% chance there's not life out there. I think not only is there life out there, there's infinite amounts of life out there. But space is so big and far apart. Like, we don't have the technology to get through it, to get past those distances to see any other life.
Do you think we ever will?
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if we'll live long enough to create the technology before the planet kills us.
Well, I mean, technically, we have about 4.5 billion more years until the Earth gets eaten up by the sun. So we got time.
Yeah, but the Earth's climate's always changing.
Yeah,
the atmosphere was always changing because of that.
Sure, but that's
like
what
I was reading a thing
is,
the other day talking about why dinosaurs being capable of being as big as they were is because the atmosphere, is different pressures. Like animals couldn't get that size today on our.
Well, there was also a higher level of oxygen too. Trees were way bigger. There was also, I forgot what it was. It was it also made it, because there was so much oxygen, it made it harder for things to decompose, and that's why we're able to find so many fossils and stuff like that too from that era, because it would take a tree 600 years to decompose because there's so much oxygen. Crazy, right?
Yeah,
so like, people up in the chat. Why don't you guys drop some comments in here? Say hello.
What's gonna happen in 1,000 years? Like, what's our atmosphere gonna look like in 1,000 years?
We're gonna be aliens. We're gonna be the aliens in 1,000 years.
Well, we should be planning on leaving the planet anyways.
No, I agree. We should set up.
I think honestly,
we need to set up a base on the fucking moon.
That could be a unifying thing that all Americans, the whole nation, could get behind. It's like we're gonna build a colony on the moon, or we're gonna get a launch station off the moon so you can go to fucking Mars easier, or we're gonna send somebody to Mars. Like, that should just
go so far as to say this, John. I'm gonna go so far as to say that it's already happened.
I think you could turn the Mars mission into a reality show.
Yeah,
and then it would be self-funded. Because everybody's who's not going to watch that shit. Get again some spicy space people personalities on there. The black chick with the attitude, like the nerdy guy. You don't know if he's gay or not. Like, throw them in there into a shuttle. Like 8 of them into a shuttle. And they got to live together for 2 years, and we all watch them.
Oh man, that would suck. That'd be gnarly, but it is going to go in that direction. There'd also be one for the moon too, though. But I already think we got
Big
something.
Brother, the moon.
We already got something going on the moon.
That's a really good idea. We should try to get some funding for that. I bet that would.
I like it.
That we could.
This is copyrighted material, by the way.
Copyrighted material.
Try to fucking,
you can't steal it.
We get all the royalties.
But that's kind of, I think, a space exploration and stuff like that's going to be turned into a corporate type of entity, because they're the ones with the money to spend on it. The governments, I don't really think they can print more money, but they're not as efficient at doing things as corporations usually.
John and Corey, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
I don't know. That George Bush Sr. was behind the assassination of JFK.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's huge.
CIA
if you trace back all those families, dude, it's insane.
It is insane.
It's insane.
There's
a good book out there. It's called The Brothers Dulles. You should check out this book called The Brothers Dulles, and you'll be able to see how all of this stuff wraps in. The Dulles brothers were the first ones to I forgot what one brother did, but one of the Dulles brothers was the first one to stand up the CIA, and he pretty much handed down the CIA over to Bush Sr. after that.
Yeah,
and they're longtime friends from Yale, so that like skull and bones type of stuff is like big time in there. Big time in there. My favorite conspiracy theory, I mean, the one I'm probably most passionate about and I probably know the most about is 9/11. I'd say that's definitely one that I know, but I mean, I did a whole lot of acid and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I was able to kind of
piece it all together.
Yeah, no, seriously, I got like a fucking download, and I was like, oh, that's why that happened. That's why that happened. That's why that happened. All this other stuff. I also got to see the conspiracy of my birth and my creation. As weird as that sounds.
Conspiracy. Your birth was a conspiracy.
Yeah, your birth was a conspiracy too. You conspired to have yourself born. You came in with an agreement of what's going to happen, and well, not everything, but what's going to happen and what you're going to work on and how things are going to work out. It's all a big fucking game, dude. We're in a big game. Can't take this shit too seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's like
you just gotta know. It's like a video
game. Big video game. Yeah, we're all on. It's like Elder Scrolls. You can play this shit forever.
You die and you just you fail. You just start over and then do it again, and then now you'll be more prepared for the next time the thing is gonna happen.
Yep, level up the next time. Yep, come back, level up faster. Yep. That's all it is. Time is infinite. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? Right? Why not just keep reincarnating? And like you said, things are infinite. So we're probably reincarnating on fucking infinite timelines and doing different shit in different fucking realities. This isn't the only thing that exists. How boring would that be? How's that for conspiracy theories, bud?
Pretty good one.
Hope you're listening. I'm not trying to pick on you, but I'm, whatever. George Bush brought down the towers. Yep. Him, Cheney, all his cronies. They all brought that shit down. There was an announcement the day before by fucking Donald Rumsfeld that the Pentagon was missing $2.3 trillion. $2.3 trillion. Huh. How strange is that 2.3 trillion was missing? And those people were establishing a shadow government. Where did that money go? Oh, and now that we're talking about fucking all this space stuff, where did that money go? Yo, I'd be going out there. I'd be going out there with that 2.3 trillion, and I would be fucking drilling on meteors and extracting gold and fucking silver and all sorts of crazy shit.
I don't think we have the technology to do it yet, though.
Oh, we got it. Dude, we fucking sent years in the moon, supposedly, right? We had the technology to do it, and we did it within 5 years. And then all of a sudden, all that stuff pretty much dropped off. You don't think that we've been evolving this stuff? Like, what do you think? Fucking SpaceX is launching and sending all this cargo stuff out into space for? What do you think they're doing?
They couldn't even get
if you're a billionaire that has like, huh?
They couldn't even get the shuttle to the station, the International Space Station.
So they say. You know what's going on in space? I don't know what's going on in space. But if you control the media, you can just tell a narrative.
That's true.
Yeah, I know it's true. The Earth could be flat. Worst conspiracy theory ever. Worst one.
That's gotta be the dumbest thing ever.
I'll tell you what, though. I think there's something to chemtrails. I'll come out and say.
You know what? The dumbest conspiracy theory ever was white privilege.
Or the patriarchy.
Yeah, that's right. Those are top. Those in the top.
Yeah, Bahama. It was absolutely with thermite. It's been proven too. They found nanothermite in the dust from numerous samples. Exploded and unexploded nanothermite. Who has access to nanothermite? There's only one entity that has that. I don't like flat Earth because I've seen the curvature of the Earth. I got to jump I did hey-ho jumps in the military, high altitude, high opening. I was able to see the curvature of the Earth. So it's not flat, guys. It's not flat. Besides, our physics wouldn't work out. We are a spinning sphere flying through space. That's why we have this stuff. Coriolis effect and all that good shit, guys. Come on. Here's the thing, though, is that, like with the chemtrail one, dude, I think that chemtrails exist, but the thing that goes wrong with that is these people think that every single contrail that's out there that are produced actually by jets, they think every single one of those are chemtrails. And it's like, no, you dummy. Contrails do happen, right?
I wouldn't think it would look anything like, the contrails from the airplanes.
For sure.
I
But
think
has the government sprayed shit in the fucking atmosphere?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that might be one of the reasons why testosterone's going so low.
They've already got so many chemicals everywhere from the 50s.
Yeah, but why not spray us too? Why not spray us? Why not make sure that we fucking
watered down DDT?
Yeah, all that good stuff. Who knows?
I mean,
the thing I know is this: it can't last.
Up and the shit on our food, like it's already crazy. Birth control pills in the water system, like
contrails don't make cloud cover appear in 40 minutes. Yes, they do. There's certain temperatures. All contrails is just super high altitude clouds. They are literally suspended ice crystals from the water vapor of the jets. And they can last for 40 minutes. It depends on the stability of the atmosphere. It's true. Contrails do exist. Contrails can exist for that long. But it also means that has our government ever fucking created jets and sprayed the atmosphere with different shit? Absolutely 100%. And we know that from Operation Northwood, like I was just telling you guys about. The government sprayed fucking LSD over a town for an extended period of time and sent fucking radio waves in order to try to fucking mind control these motherfuckers. Every single time someone does something at a small level as a test, what do they fucking do next? They do it at a mass scale. That's all it comes down to, right? Cloud seeding and chemtrails are the same, right? Cloud seeding is a lot different than chemtrails, but there's all sorts of different shit going on. Ooh, you know what's a good one that I kind of like too, just because you're here in California? All these fires. People fucking talk about how it's like laser targeted and shit like that.
Yeah,
it's a laser.
It's a laser.
Fucking
yeah, because they said that Reagan talking about Star Wars back in the 80s.
Yeah,
that they actually did
it. Fuck it, why not? Yo, fucking Northrop Grumman, dude, they have a satellite out in space that can fire a fucking tungsten steel rod from space, sends it down, and the amount of gravity, right, and the trajectory, they can do it on a fucking pinpoint target. It causes an explosion greater than a fucking nuclear yield without the radiation. Fucking nuts, dude. There's shit out. Like, we got fucking satellites up there that we don't have a fucking clue, like, I mean, am I sweating the shit at night? No. You know what I mean? But
you could die at any moment.
Possibilities. There's possibilities. Why not talk about this shit? You know what I mean? Fuck it. It's good radio. It's good fucking radio, people.
Yeah. You don't know. You could go at any moment. So
yeah.
Could be a tungsten rod fired at you from space. Or you could trip and fall on the curb. And
what about like a little nano bee that has like a fucking venom just for you? You could fly that little bee like you see in fucking what's it called? Men in Black or some shit.
Little cockroach.
Little cockroach
with C4 strapped to it.
That was in Fifth Element, one of the best movies out there. Little radio attached to it. Oh man. Yeah, that made me chuckle a little bit getting that comment. It's like, why like, I'm not sitting here saying any of this is true. I'm saying the possibilities of them being true are out there, and there are some things that have been proven to be true.
I don't understand.
Why not have this conversation?
Like, you're never going to agree with everybody on everything.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Operation Northwoods was that. Sorry. What's the one I was thinking about where they sprayed LSD over? Tommy, do me a favor and look that one up, where they sprayed LSD over a town and then used it for mind control. Has anybody seen the fucking what's it called on Ted Kaczynski? Have you seen the fucking
the movie?
Yeah, it's like
was it a movie or was it a series?
It was a mini-series.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
This dude got fucking high levels of fucking LSD injected into him.
Yeah,
and then they fucked with his brain at a high level of fucking IQ. Like,
dude, the
professor was working with the CIA
over a year. Like, he met with the kid for over a year and like treated him like a son, and then one day just fucking like turns on him and like purposely trying to break this guy mentally. He's specially chosen out of the group because they thought they could fucking mind control him better. Holy shit. Like, no wonder he fucking snapped and started blowing shit up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, have you read his manifesto? I didn't read it. No, I have not.
He's
not wrong. He's not wrong. He talks about how we're creating technology that's getting way far out of control, and the more technology we create, the more distance we have from one another, as far as the society is concerned. So that's what his goal was. He was kind of like, in a way, predicting Skynet.
So I mean, I've heard from reading parts of it from the show. So I've heard that part, and
yeah,
to me, it's the doomer versus the bloomer mentality, because man, like technology can separate you and isolate you if you let it, but it's just a tool. Like I've used technology to bring me closer to people and keep in contact with new people, and it's brought me closer to people. It's brought me closer to the world because I've used it that way, but I've had to make an effort to use it that way. If I just isolated and played video games and did shit all by myself and watched porn, yeah, that can be fucking really bad for you. Like you're not getting any human contact, but that's not the technology's fault.
Right.
Like I can give you a hammer and you could either build a house or you can smash yourself in the face with it. It's totally up to you. So I think he was just a little blue-pilled little bitch, honestly. And he's just mad at the world because he was a good boy and a nice guy, and he didn't get all the things he should have got.
Yeah. At the same time, too, I think he was predicting like a dystopian future, which in a way we're on the precipice of, I believe. But the thing is,
I think you're going to have people who sink to the bottom and people who rise to the top. The people who are choosing to use technology in a way that isolates and drives them apart, they're gonna rot. They're gonna keep sinking lower and lower. And the people who have figured out that you can use this shit for really great stuff, they're gonna take off, and you're gonna have a bigger gap in between the haves and the have-nots.
I agree, but I also, my perspective on some of this stuff too, though, is that I think that there are some technologies out here that we have to limit a bit, but I don't know how to go about doing it. So, I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I can't control it. So, I mean, I'm not going to waste my time and energy on it, to be honest with you.
I mean, I don't know if you can control.
Well, I think one of the things that I'm kind of talking about too is this.
Control's an illusion. Like there is no control. Like all you can do is navigate the stream the best you can with what's going on.
Yeah, I think the big thing is this, though. I think that we need to have a healthy respect and understand that there should be some level of age requirements for this stuff. Like, I don't think you should be giving a fucking 13-year-old kid or an 8-year-old kid an iPhone.
That comes back to parenting.
That's what I'm talking about. And I think that I think we need to do as much as possible in order to keep kids. I don't want to say innocent. I don't want to say innocent.
Keep them off the technology. Yeah. Like you need to keep their imagination going. You need to challenge them. Like I do enforced boredom with my kids.
Yeah, you're telling me about that. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
So it's just like, okay, like you're home from school, you do your homework, and then no electronics until 3:00, and then you'll get an hour, and then we'll get ready for jiu-jitsu and go do jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. So
and then come home and play with your abacus. Whittle some sticks.
Well, we eat dinner, and then if they eat dinner fast enough, they can squeeze in one more show before we go upstairs and read books.
Do you know what an abacus is?
Yeah, it's for counting.
It's for counting. I love it. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that know what a fucking abacus is, though, dude. To be honest with you.
So yeah, it's just
it's for counting.
you need to they have so many toys, and like they'll bitch and complain about I'm bored or whatever, but like you give them a few minutes, 10 minutes into it, now they made up a game and they're playing something really cool, and I'll sit back and pretend I'm doing work and I'm kind of watching them because it's
fucking
fun
pots
to watch.
And pans,
them.
Dude, pots and pans. I used to love pots and pans.
They got so many toys. They got so much shit. Like
yeah,
and then I've got the some wiffle balls and the bat and football now, so we can go out into the yard and it's starting to get a little bit warmer, so we can play catch and home run derby.
Man, I had a fucking BB gun when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I'd go downstairs.
I gotta call my mom and find out when I got mine. I thought it was 8, but it might not have been until 13. I can't remember.
I got a fucking shotgun. I got a 12-gauge shotgun for my 12th birthday. That thing kicked like a fucking mule, though. It was a Russian crack barrel. It was way, way, way too powerful. There wasn't enough recoil management on that one. But I used to shoot my BB gun all the time. I had a little pellet trap that had these like 5 little things that you could shoot that had like little magnets on it, and then you had to hit the last one that would make them come back up. I'd sit downstairs for fucking hours, man. hours and just shoot at the trap. So I was a good marksman, though. Understood how to do it. Shoot them guns. I think that's huge. Hey, listen, I fucking told you. Love your book. Love your book. Yours is so great. Being happy first is fucking awesome. Yeah, absolutely. It's a choice. You're absolutely right too. So this is the thing that they talk about though. When you get up into like the upper quadrants, like when you start to get past that like second level standard deviation, you're isolated as it is.
Yeah.
And when you're approaching an IQ of 160, I mean, being in the 140s to the 160s is bad enough because you're able to break down so many things. But when you're fucking 160 and up, dude, you're just like, you're like Super Saiyan, right? And you're like, I don't belong to society because you've cracked the code of society so much and you stand above it so highly. You're just like, I can't work with these people. And that's honestly what civilization is, though. It's a cohesive unit.
Yep. Where
we all kind of understand that we're all working together in a way. And I think that's where we're going wrong today too. Honestly, is you can't have multicultures living together. I'm surrounded by it right now. I live in a location where it's all Asians. And I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong. I love myself some Asian culture. I love Asian food and all this other stuff. But when it comes to mixing with our culture here in the United States, they just have some things that don't really go well with us, right? Like,
that's debatable though, because
that's true. It is debatable.
But been here since very early on,
right? But they didn't have a predominant culture within our society.
Yeah, they did in the West. In California, they've done a lot for a long time to build up California. You can't say that at all. I would
they had little microcultures just like the Italians had in the Bronx.
I would say the Asians have influenced American culture as much as the blacks.
All right, here's where I'm going with it: is they really can't drive. They can't drive. They have no spatial awareness. They walk fucking aloof wherever they fucking go.
Well, that's a problem.
People. They hit other people.
Another government agency, the DMV, which is really the whole driving test and all of that it's substandard. Like they want bad drivers on the road because it's more accidents, more insurance, more
money going into
the state.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna have incompetent people pass. No, I think raise the driver's license age to 18. And then you should have stricter testing. It should be harder.
Yeah, you're driving a literal fucking weapon.
That kills a lot of people every year.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to hear people talk about restricting gun rights any longer. I want to fucking talk about people restricting licenses.
And why do we have cars that go 120 when like our higher speed limits are 70, 75?
We're not going to get rid of those. I love me fucking sports cars.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just they're setting it up for, again, an opportunity.
There's nothing worse than an Asian driving a fucking Prius. Gotta say it.
You should just get yourself one of those mini cars.
The second worst is your 55-year-old fucking gray-haired white woman that has a fucking Bernie sticker and I'm with her on it. Number 3. Goddamn Priuses. And you know what's going on, dude? I'm telling you, Tesla drivers are now becoming the fucking new Prius drivers.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm
out of the fast lane, driving your fucking pretentious ass Tesla, doing fucking 60 miles an hour. I don't care. I like the car. I love it. That's great. Step on that fucking accelerator, motherfucker. Like, or get the fuck out of the way. I don't care. That's not a fucking lane to chill in. That's a lane for people to pass in. Get the fuck out of the way. I will ride your ass and I will fucking flip. I will flip the fucking lights at you. I don't care. Move your shit. Pretentious fucks. Seriously, there's a certain person that
because it's like, oh, I have a Tesla, so it's so much better for the environment. Well, no, it's not really. It's not like the amount of pollution created to make the batteries.
Mexico, yeah, exactly.
The pollution that you have to use to make the batteries, and then the African slaves. Child slaves mining the cobalt to make the batteries. It's bad. It's just a larger iPhone. Like there's still a lot of horrible things going into making them. You're not better. Like if you have it, fine, but don't. The
South Park
camera is better.
South Park did an episode of smug drivers and driving Priuses. Oh,
yeah.
it was so
yep.
Like, it's so true. People just sit there in the fucking fast lane thinking that they're saving the environment by doing 60 miles an hour. It's like, you know what? Your life is going to end soon.
They all are.
Fucking hate you. Stop it. Stop it. The other thing I can't stand is people who don't fucking accelerate to get on the freeway. When I was a kid, dude, my driving instructor had me get on the freeway, and I sped up to like 55, and I didn't slam on it because obviously, I was, not trying to be fucking reckless, right? And he's like, we get on the freeway, I'm doing like 55, and he's like, all right, go ahead and get off at this exit. And then we stop at the light, and he's like, all right, dude. He's like, will you fucking actually step on that? Will you step on the accelerator? You have to accelerate to at least 65. You have to. He's like, otherwise you're putting other people in danger. Do you understand why? It's like, he's like, well, because everyone's going fast and you need to match their speed or go faster so that people don't slow down for you. That's how all this shit, that's how people get in pileups.
The traffic gets created.
Exactly. So these fucking pretentious assholes that try to fucking merge on the freeway doing 45 because they don't want to fucking step on their gas pedal to protect the goddamn environment are doing more goddamn damage to other people than anything else. It's like people here in California honestly act like stepping on the gas pedal is fucking murdering them. They're like, oh God, oh Jesus, oh that hurts. It's like
I got my big truck V8 jacked up. So like when I'm going to get on the thing, I'm passing people on the on the ramp. Passing the carpool lane.
I had an epic. I think it was a 2007 Chevy 2500 HD, all jacked up. Extended cab with a king cab. Thing was a fucking monster. It was epic, and I got it fucking painted matte black. Murdered everything out on it. It was stupid. Couldn't park it anywhere. It was ridiculous. I called it my little dick truck. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. Yeah, I got a small dick truck too. There you go. We can say dick on there, right? That's not going to get me banned. Only when I go after the rainbows. Yeah, boy. Anyway, so that's that. Multiculturalism.
Yeah. Well,
just because you got to think of the Asians. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love me some Asians too. I'm just saying.
Well, I think historical
situational awareness.
I'm a history. I studied history. History was my thing in school. So, like, I just know that they're
I'm not talking about the people who built the railroads here,
but there's significant Asian cultural influence. That's the thing about American culture. American culture is varied because of the amount of different ethnicities here. There's no other country in the world who has as much variety in races as we do.
True,
not even close. Not even close. There's not any real other country that's as at peace with each other than ours. We're pretty. I think that's a pretty good piece of our culture.
There is a distinct culture that draws people to want to come to America, and that's something I feel we need to preserve.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You come here, you become an American. Plain and simple. You're choosing American values.
Well, that's the argument, though. There's a variance in what American is because there's always been Hispanic people here. There's always been Spanish. There's always been Native Indians? Americans. There's always been African. There's always been even Asians came over pretty early too. So
people I think came down from Quebec,
plenty of people. So we've been here a while with a lot of different influence. The French, French, Italian, and the idea that first off that all the white people that came over here early, they were different cultured white people. They didn't live the same ways. The French didn't live the same way as the English or the Irish.
You're 100% right.
So like just because the skin tone was the same doesn't mean that they all acted the same.
Skin tone there, SJW, chill out.
I think historical accuracy is important.
I agree. Hey, listen, I get it. The French came down here, and actually, the French started.
I think the American culture is that it doesn't matter where you're born. right? It doesn't matter what level you're born at in this country. As long as you're an American, you can become the president. You can become the most powerful person. You can become whatever you want to in America. That's the basis of our culture, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. Food, clothing, music. I don't think those are, I think the culture it's variable. I don't think that's that definitive. I think just that ideology, the idea of being free to choose, life, liberty, happiness, and the pursuit of, whatever, all that stuff. Like that's our Bill of Rights. That's our culture. Like, to me.
Well, we're Rome 2.0 here. So I think that's basically what our culture is. I think we're a resurgence of a Roman type of understanding and ideal. And I think Rome was birthed from Athens, which means that we're still steeped in the philosophy that was kind of prudent there, I guess. The main
the biggest problem with today is, we have consolidation of power, and that's always bad.
I agree.
That's the main stem of everything.
I said, I think we need to break down into city states.
When America was at its most powerful, it was separate states. Each state was its own nation, and they just agreed to do things together based under the federal government. They were, always meant to be operating independently. Right. But now the federal government's taken over everything.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's moving
because the idea of individuality has gone away towards collectivism, and collectivism is just the worst.
Cultures beef a lot. It's because culture is the root of everything, plain and simple. Right. What's going on with Kobe?
Kobe died in a plane or a helicopter accident today.
Oh, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
How do you do that?
He was in Calabasas, and he was in a helicopter. Him and 3 or 4 other people died.
Is his wife in there?
I don't think so. I heard somewhere that his 13-year-old daughter was, but I don't know. I didn't fact check that. Helicopter.
Oh shit! Yeah, Kobe Bryant, daughter Gianna died in helicopter crash. Feck.
Wild.
That's crazy, dude. Well, this year's starting to take some celebrities, huh?
It's been a while. When's the last celebrity you heard about?
It's been yeah, I can't remember.
The last person I could think of is Robin Williams, and that was years ago.
No. Let me pull this up there. Kobe Bryant dies in helicopter crash at 41, huh? Fuck, dude, that's crazy. On his way to a travel basketball game with his daughter. That's nuts. What's the conspiracy on this one?
No, nothing. I don't think he's messed with nobody. That's crazy. I stopped watching basketball before Kobe. So I missed everything about Kobe. I don't know anything about Kobe.
Now my favorite fucking shoes are gonna get expensive as fuck, huh? God damn it.
But yeah, that's really sad. But he lived an amazing life. He worked really hard at something he was passionate about, and
he lost Perth.
I don't think he has any regrets.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have bought my wife a $3 million ring.
Well, he got caught having anal sex with a maid.
Anal, huh? Good for him, dude.
But then she Me Too'd him, so he had to apologize and then buy his wife a giant fucking ring.
SEAL Team 6. Crazy. Oh man, that's crazy, dude, huh?
Make good choices, people.
I got my Kobe high tops. I like Kobe high tops way better than Jordans. And now the price of those I think are going to go up, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan. They're already $150. That makes me not want to fly in a helicopter now either. One of my dreams.
Well, I want to check the statistics because you don't ever hear about helicopter crashes.
That's kind of true too. I mean, when it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I think I'm going to live to 1,000 anyway, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to go travel space for a little while.
Just download my my brain into a computer.
Would you mind being like a cyborg?
If I can't like clap cheeks and enjoy myself doing that, like I'm not interested.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not in being a robot, but being a cyborg, which is a humanoid robot.
Yeah, if I had like a computer brain,
a computer brain,
a human body, and then I could just put my consciousness in another body whenever I wore the other one out, that'd be fucking great.
You wouldn't want to keep that one distinct body?
Well, you'd have copies of them. You'd have clones of them.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So if you wear them out, you put on a new fucking body, and then you're always fucking like 27 and fucking jacked.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want something like wouldn't you choose to be like the Wolverine, where you had like this fucking special like skeleton inside you?
I mean, like, because fucking everybody's. Could you imagine that, though, if that was possible? How many fucking jackasses would be the Wolverine, and how many everybody would just be? It'd be a shit show.
There's gotta be a barrier to entry, John. It can't be on every fucking corner, fucking grocery store or fucking CVS.
It'd be like tattoos today, and some of the people who get tattoos today shouldn't be getting any tattoos.
Dude, what is up with that too? By the way, there's some people out there that are the worst fucking tattoos I've ever seen. Like, what are you doing?
So this because it could be unpopular opinion, but I'm not a huge fan of girls with leg tattoos.
With leg tattoos?
Yeah, tattoos on their legs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm becoming less and less a fan of girls with tattoos in general. I mean, it depends on what I'm looking for too, but I used to strictly only go after like sleeved out fucking kind of broken chicks, if you know what I'm saying. Big old fake boobies. Oh, I still enjoy me one every once in a while, but I like a girl that doesn't even have fucking tattoos anymore. That's just sexy. You know? I hear you, Chance. We'll get you outside in a little bit, buddy. Leg tattoos, though. Everything else is okay, but if she gets them done on her legs,
I mean, sometimes they're awful, but like the legs, I haven't seen too many good leg ones. Like the leg is just such a nice accent piece on its own.
How about ones with chest tattoos? Is what Philip Franklin is asking.
It's hit or miss. I've seen some where they have like the under boob and whatever stuff done that looks okay, but sometimes it's just too much.
I don't like any of the breast tissue having any tattoo on it. Don't ruin the boobies, man. Come on. Don't ruin the boobies. Some upper chest tattoos are okay. Still, to me, that's a little bit masculine. But what's up? Where's that mind wandering? A woman with a throat tattoo can't be trusted.
Yeah, that's not somebody you're gonna probably introduce to your friends or family if she has a neck tattoo.
Sex with them. Just have them as a low-level plate. No big deal. What about the movie The Island? What are you talking about here? Why do we need to watch it? I love that movie. Don't get me wrong. I think
is that the Leonardo? Yeah, it's a good movie.
Fucking shark ate him. Not Leo.
Yeah, it's wild. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. That's a trip. That movie's a trip.
I think the floral ones on their thighs, those look all right. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I mean, the thing that I'm not liking right now is I don't like the Sailor Jerry tattoos. I live in San Diego and all the fucking hipsters around here have those. People are getting silly, like, jigsaw fucking tattoos too. And they're getting like there's a distinct bougie hipster now, and they all go out and get these just random. It's like they went through like a child's fucking sticker book, and they're just like, "Hey, put random stickers all over me."
Yep.
And they think it's cool. And then the other ones are like
they're ironically getting tattoos.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like, I'm gonna get the stupidest, ugliest thing I can because haha.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, that's stupid though. It's so dumb. I hate that shit. What else? Oh yeah, I watched Zoolander 2 the other day. I talked about this the other day on my own. But it just hit it perfectly of like kind of where style is going right now. They had a character on there whose name was like Don Atari. Have you seen that movie yet? Zoolander 2?
Mm-hmm.
You need to watch it again. It's so fucking good. Oh, wow. Guys, it just talks of, man, it's so perfect as to like what's going on as far as like what these new age kind of hipstery type of people are. They're just they're like so anti-society that the cool thing to do is just be anti-society. So every one of their actions is that way. And that's cool. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like it.
No, I get you. I remember. I can't remember. There's a couple.
Dumb. I agree. I
mean, it depends. They can be feminine and done in a feminine way. But I don't know. I think the leg is, I'm a leg guy. I like legs. So I think you're taking like the Mona Lisa and you're fucking painting some graffiti on the edge and like, look,
I'm about the boobies, dude.
Making it better. And you're like, no, you're not. You're not. Leave it alone.
Be putting fucking tattoos on the booby meat, man. Straight up. Like you're ruining my canvas, right? Men get tattoos to identify their tribe. Women get them to tell stories and show off their trauma. That's partially true.
Oh man. Show off their trauma. That cuts deep.
Well, I also think it's a means for them to be like, I think what he's getting at is like they're signaling that they're broken somehow, some way. Especially in an age where it's like, oh, you're broken, so that makes you strong. Like, yeah, all right, you fucking weirdo. I recently got divorced, caught the wife cheating on me, divorced her immediately, and have sex with a bunch of sugar babies. Been with about 20 plus sugar babies and blew about $6,000 in 6 months. Okay, $1,000 a month, let's say, roughly. So then you break that.
Stop paying for the attention of women. Stop it.
Well, I was trying to break down how it costs you. Yeah.
Stop it, dude. Like, hold yourself to a higher standard. Fucking work out. If you got to take 6 months to fucking monk mode it and lift yourself up to a higher level, do that shit. Don't fucking pay money. You can pay me half of that and I'll personally train you.
People say it's beta, but these fucks are great lays. Think of porn star sex. I get that too, but I don't pay for it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to pay for it. Like, you don't. You can get the same sex with a hot chick without paying for it. You can do it.
Yeah, don't lead with your wallet, man. That just makes it easy. That's why we did a conversation about this yesterday on Dude Party. You know, is game important? And it absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, John Fitch, I used to think like you. Okay. And I suggest everyone try it. Sam, I love you, buddy. But I think that you're leading people down a bad path. That's $6,000.
Because I've experienced it without having to pay for it. Right? Like, I've experienced the porn star sex. I've experienced the 3-ways. I've experienced the things that you would pay for, but I don't pay for it. You don't need to. You can swing it.
If you have good frame and you have the confidence to be able to lead women in that direction, you're not going to have to pay for it. They're going to pay you with their attention because they want to be around you. So I think that's just something where you feel like you have to lead with your wallet because you don't think that you're good enough, or it could just be downright laziness. I don't know. It's easy to do it.
It's human nature. I mean, if you've got the money to spend and it's easy, like, that's what you do. You have to just discipline yourself. I don't think it's not something I would want to do for myself.
Fashion trends, mostly attention-seeking chicks get tattoos for. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Was on Twitch the other day. I was analyzing this chick streamer. She had a look about her that didn't sit well. Later found out my spidey senses were accurate. Her resume, former cam girl. She looked greasy. That's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
I got something similar
going on. Thing now is the e-girls. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, tell me more about it.
E-girls. They're the girls that make money with, basically online hoeing.
What are they doing?
They're doing cam girl stuff. They're streaming, doing Twitch, all kinds of other things. Like, they could just be a sexy girl playing video games, and guys will be giving them money and whatever. But they're just basically the girls who make careers out of being online people.
Yeah.
They sell pictures of their feet, shit like that.
How do you feel about this?
Good for them for being entrepreneurialistic and, making money. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. The problem is with the men, like the fact that they're throwing themselves into this. They're so desperate that this is the way they have to get attention from a woman. That they're paying money to watch a pretty girl play video games instead of living your life and like making something happen where people talk about you.
Yeah, that's hard. It's not easy. I mean, not to say that I'm struggling with like women or anything like that, but it's hard to make it. It's hard to make yourself, especially in this world right now, man. It's hard to get your name out there. I mean, think of what you had to go and fucking fight people pretty much naked. All greased up like. No, I'm just you had to go and fucking fight people like
combat. It's not about having even name recognition, but like if you can figure out a way to provide a service where you're always bringing in money, you're making an impact. Like the world is being influenced by your being there. You're not just putting in time to make money for somebody else.
I want to caution you guys out there in watching the Tate brothers. Because here's the thing. I've had quite a few personal interactions with Tate. I've purchased some of his courses, talked to him on the side and all this other stuff. The thing you got to understand about these two guys is this. They are masters in marketing. Everything that you're seeing right now is an image that they are projecting to you as far as what masculinity should be. Not to mention this, they are also a step above. Tate was on Big Brother in England. He had mass exposure. He was kind of the bad boy Chad in Big Brother. And then after that, he became a fucking world-class fighter, which I don't think really brought him that much recognition, but it just adds more to the bad boy stuff. And then he started a webcam company. And sure, he bangs the webcam girls and all this other stuff. But just be careful of trying to mimic your life off of his style is what I'm trying to say. Just because he does it and he's mastered that environment, so to speak, doesn't mean that you should also live by those same central tenets. You don't.
I think the best thing to take away from the Tate brothers is that if you are willing to commit to your frame, like you can make things happen
for sure.
Like because they've had a lot of opportunities come along their way, but that's because that's what their frame has been.
Sure.
They've believed that, hey, I can do this. I can be on the TV show. I can fucking run these webcam girls. I can fucking go out there and fight people. I think for most people, like the problem is you're afraid to try. You're afraid that, you might upset somebody, or that's not what a nice guy would do, or you fold, you succumb and you give up your frame and you never find the success you really want.
Yeah. And well, he also, just to give him credit, Sam here, he also says they're also in Romania, which makes it a lot easier. Very true. But at the same token, that takes a lot of balls to pack up from your country of origin and move somewhere else and make a fucking whole living off of something that is kind of shady, right? So they got some balls when it comes to that. Obviously,
it's not shady though. It's like, they're providing a service. It's
I'm just saying that country
companionship. It's companionship. It's really what it is.
Listen, I'm just telling guys this, like the Tate strategy is only going to work for like the top 20% of guys, if that. I'd even say lower, right? High earners that have a little bit more that bad boy charm, that have some kind of social status and all that other stuff, and money, right? And I don't think Tate's not going around and paying girls to have sex with them. That I know.
No. And if anything, they're paying him because they're the webcam girls.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way to do it. That's perfect. Now, if you're telling me you're doing that, Sam, I'd be fucking congratulating you. But $6,000. Everyone talks about Bilzerian being alpha, but he's paying for all his girls. You think so?
He does. I mean, everything you see with Dan Bilzerian is staged, So like he has photographers come over and he has a team of models come through. They go out on the boat or whatever. And it's all, so it is paid for content, but he's still hanging out with people when the cameras aren't around.
Yeah, no,
there's still girls there because like the girls, they're 20 something years old. Like they get to go to the clubs, they get to cut line, they get a free bottles, they get to do whatever the fuck they want. Like that's fun.
Posted online of them on a fucking yacht at 20 years old, when they're at peak fucking, what's it called? these girls are also getting. So here's the misnomer for Dan. He's not paying for it. His social credibility is drawing these women in, but then he hires them. He puts them under contract for a year, 2 years, or whatever, and they live with him in the house, and they are pretty much his advertisements. Does it make sense? They all wear his Ignite gear. He's literally like a fucking Hugh Hefner right now. Those girls are all under contract, right? They sleep with him. They're his quote unquote girlfriends, but they're also getting stuff out of it. They're getting paid endorsements and all this other stuff. I'm sure he's getting a fucking large cut of it because they're using his social credibility to get there. You know what I mean? I don't think he's doing anything bad. And he's gotten himself there too. He's gotten himself there. Like he's a self-made man who's gotten himself there, I believe. Sure. Did dad hook him up with probably $1 million in order to start off with fucking poker and all this shit? Sure. Who knows? But everything after that was him. He tells a story about how he originally started building himself on Instagram. He became the king of Instagram. That's his game. That was his game. Then he got more famous from throwing that fucking porn star off the fucking roof and breaking her leg. So
did he really break her leg?
Yeah, she broke her fucking ankle. Whatever. Himself even says it's hard to pull off now with Instagram and dudes plucking girls off there before they need to do cam. Yeah, so that, I mean, you're talking about competing against these fucking Saudi princes that have retarded amounts of money. Retarded amounts of money that will promise to fly them into Dubai, and they don't have any care in the world about it. It's just like, fuck it, who cares? They want her to come over there so they can poop on her chest. You know what I mean?
They'll fly her and her friends over.
Yeah, exactly. Where's this whole pooping on the chest thing coming from anyway?
I don't know.
People are making jokes around like these Saudi princes like inviting white girls over so they can poop on them.
Maybe. I don't know. That's
it's
possible. You got that much money, you've done everything else. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Just to like, yeah, haha, you think you're big shit. I had sex with you and then I pooped on your chest.
God damn. I saw this one guy one time who has like all these fucking cars, and then he's got tigers and lions, and he just like let his tigers and lions like crawl all over his Lambos and stuff. That's fucking cool. If you were loaded as fuck, would you get fucking lions?
No, I don't want to fuck with lions, and I'm okay.
I'm okay. How do you feel about my tarantula right now? How do you feel about spiders? Did you have a tarantula?
I had a friend who had a tarantula. Like I don't really care.
So
they don't bother me, but I don't think I would get one. I'm more of a dog guy. If I'm gonna have a pet, I've had some different pets. I had a snake. I've had cats. Like I prefer dog, I think.
Yeah, I like dogs too. What are you talking about over here, Sam? True, but if he was broke, he would have never got to that level.
He's talking about Dan Bilzerian, probably.
I think Dan, I don't know, man. I don't think Tate's that good looking, man, to be honest with you. Tate's weird looking. I call him Earthworm Jim. That fucking no chin, kind of fucking long neck kind of thing that he's got going on, gross ass teeth. But he's got charisma and he's got charm. And he's got fucking confidence. And that's what women like. And he's got money, so he can pull it off.
Yep.
But I think the reason why Tate goes around calling everyone dorks and geeks is because I think Tate's a fucking dork. Honestly, I really do. I mean, we all got a little fucking dork and nerd in us, but I think he's a bit bigger of a dork than most people.
Well, I think I get what he's saying when he says he calls people geeks and dorks, and I get it. It's like people who are afraid to fucking take charge and like be themselves. Like everybody who like cowers down, is like, oh, sorry, how are you? You know, the guy who was always asking them, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah,
like,
no, that's true.
That's geeky. True. That's a dork. And I think he's kind of talking about those guys because like he'll say stuff and I'd laugh as I think it's funny, but I know that somebody is going to get offended. And I guarantee you know exactly what type of person it is. And they're geeky, they're a geek or a dork almost always.
He so looks like Earthworm Jim. I know. That's why I nicknamed him that. Oh man, fucking good stuff. And I'd say this too because I would fight him. I'd probably who knows? We'll see what would happen. But I'd fight him. I'm not scared. What do you think? What do you think, John Fitch? Would you fight him?
takedowns are motherfucker. Kickboxing is kickboxing, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We need to start a Sambo fight club. That'd be dope. What do you think?
I was trying to think of a way to create like a combat. They came up with combat jiu-jitsu, but I was thinking about doing something like that where you'd have a jiu-jitsu gi on, MMA gloves, and shin pads. And then it would be like Sambo rules, but you'd have submissions and throws, and you have the gi on. You have the gi on, so it's a little bit slower. Changes things up a little bit.
Yeah, changes some things up. You can still do some chokes with the MMA gloves on.
Yep.
Why shin pads though?
Because you're gonna kick.
Hang on, I lost you.
Allow people to throw kicks, leg kicks.
Oh, you're saying just for like a basic?
Yep.
Just for basic.
Because it'd be more like amateur based, but
yeah, I feel you. Tate versus John Fitch MMA fight, winner take all. I think John Fitch would fucking end up walking away a multimillionaire. I gotta say that one. Yeah, no shit. Capella versus Tate. I just got to be careful of that reach in his kicks, and that's about it. John would crush it for sure. What we should do, I think we should fucking set up some kind of like sanctioned fight between us men. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. All gym and all comp focused. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. That's why I was thinking about when I created my Fitch Smash system, I was trying to think of a way to implement it the best in a class type format where people could, compete even. And that's what I thought of, like that style. It's like, okay, we'll do it in a gi, and we'll do it with shin pads and MMA gloves. And
you want gi
then you have more of a combat type situation.
Or would you do like Sambo where they're wearing like wrestling shorts and then shin pads?
No, I want to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it would have to be a Sambo, but
with wrestling shoes or without wrestling shoes?
Probably without, because you're still gonna have some leg locks or whatever.
I feel like you can't kick that well with wrestling shoes on.
I mean, you can. You don't land with your foot anyways. You land on your shin. So unless you're wearing boots. But it was something I was thinking of for a little bit, a way to do it, a way to have people compete. But I was going to think maybe like a different type of sports system or a different type of point system than traditional jiu-jitsu. Because you'd also be striking. So like it would be dumb to pull guard. It would eliminate guard pullers.
For sure. I agree with that.
You get kicked in the face or punched.
Right. I love having the gi top too. I do all sorts of fucking wild shit with my gi top or their gi top.
And then and then that way it's you have the gis because then it's an amateur system building up to the pro. So then you go pro, you just take off the shin pads and the gi.
And your shorts.
But I mean that's what combat Sambo is right now. Is
sparring.
It could be, but have they'd have the top on, they'd have the gi top on, shorts, shin pads, gloves, and headgear. And that's why a lot of those Russians are so good when they come over to MMAs, because they've fought 100 times in combat Sambo. So it's like all they're doing is taking off the gi and the headgear, and then they're fighting. I've
heard bad stuff about headgear. I hear that headgear actually makes it easier for you to get a concussion.
Yeah, it doesn't really, like, we wear headgear at AKA. It's a rule. You have to wear headgear for sparring because the biggest injury that happens is cuts. People, especially with the MMA, you're in closer. People bang heads way more often. I've seen so many guys. I've had it happen myself. You get cut because somebody that wasn't wearing headgear, and it's usually the guy who's not wearing headgear cuts the guy wearing headgear because the top of his head or the side of his head or something will hit the other guy.
Yeah.
So I won't spar guys without their headgear.
If we were doing this as competition, I'd say no headgear.
Well, it's because it's amateur, and for a lot of the amateur stuff, if you want to get kids involved in it, parents aren't going to put their kids in it unless they have headgear on. Like the science isn't just out to them enough yet to like not have their kid, and you're not going to get a 9 or 10 or 12-year-old kid not their parent let them not wear headgear.
I think we're onto something, John. I think we're onto something.
Well, I've already got my system for how to maximize success in that type of setting.
Yeah, you think so?
The Fitch smash system. I've got it. My self-defense course is almost written. It is written. I just have to put it together and start filming soon, hopefully.
Good. Yeah, do that, man. Keep going. Since we're pretty much at time. Keep telling us what's done.
Yeah, I got another seminar, basic self-defense seminar coming up February 29th here in San Jose, California at Heroes Martial Arts. Going to be live sometime this week with that Eventbrite and some other stuff, so you guys can pre-register for that. I'm still working on the damn weight cut book. I'm looking to get a few pictures to put up with the book. It's been done for a little bit. I just have to get the pictures, and that'll be out hopefully in the next couple months. And yeah, John Fitch Knows Nothing. Check out the podcast. I need to schedule some more guests. And then I've been putting up some videos on YouTube, some commentary, along with my technique videos on Patreon.
Excellent. There's a question here just for you to chew on.
I don't know. I was hanging out with Luke this weekend, and Luke's a madman. The dude's at the peak of his SMV, right? He's 35. He's like 6'3", good looking guy. He's got a Ralph Lauren modeling contract. He has a modeling agent.
I know so many girls that want to fuck that dude.
Right? No, he's at the strip club, and he's got girls. The strippers are all over him, and like, yeah, he's just killing it. He's killing it. Like he's living the life we all wish we could have. So, but I think he's good with money, and I don't know if he fights again, it's not going to be because he needs it for the money.
He just started a webcam business.
He probably could.
Good,
but yeah, he's loving. He lives like down in Miami and shit. Like he's loving life, dude. He's doing good.
So no more fighting.
I mean, you never know. Probably just because he's competitive, but
yeah. But the longer you stay out of that cage, man, the more. I mean, that's such an evolving sport. You got to be in there at least once or twice a year to keep up. You don't think so?
I mean, it depends. I honestly think like the skill set of a lot of guys have dropped off over the last decade because everybody's just trying to be entertaining. So I think there's a lot lost in that.
I feel it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, what's going on with me, guys? Obviously, as you all know, today is Sunday. So in exactly 2 hours, I will be hosting a webinar for all those that belong to the WarTribe. If you guys aren't a member of the WarTribe, this honestly is the counterculture that you've been looking for in order for us to create a masculine society again, for a place for you to become the masculine version of yourself you've always dreamed of. If you're interested in something like that, it is literally only $20 a month. It is a forum. But with that said, you get access to me on Sunday for 2 hours from 5 to 7 p.m., where you get to literally ask any question that you so desire in order for you to receive some kind of feedback on what you need to fix in your life. We have a good group of dudes. We're probably going to have about 20 people or so up in the webinar today, which is pretty good numbers, seeing as I started this about 3 months ago. So the numbers are growing. And we're gathering a good group of men thus far. So please do consider joining the WarTribe. And that's about it. That's all I really want to pitch to you. I'm head over heels in love with what's going on that forum and all the webinars that we're doing. So please do look to join. Got a lot of people up in there. So with that said, guys, I'll see you. Actually, I don't go live on Mondays. That's my day off. But to all my WarTribe members, I'll see you guys in 2 hours. So see you guys on Tuesday on my show. And John Fitch hasn't been doing live shows anymore, have you?
Well, I do live interview from a podcast streams, and cool. Then I've been filming some commentary videos. I find some articles I think are interesting or funny, and I'll do a little video on it, and I'll do those live, and I'll play those through Patreon, so people can watch the live recording of it, and then I go back through and I edit it and I make it into a short pill-sized video.
Doing all the editing?
Yeah.
Damn, that's good stuff, man. I've been watching some of your videos. I thought you had that outsourced.
Nope, I did it myself. Get a little faster at it, but like I gotta jump onto the OBS. I gotta figure it out because I can't. You can't get high. You can't get the 4K. You can't get 4K, and you can't. Yeah, it's poor. Like this is 720, and I'm using StreamYard to stream and record the video, and it just doesn't look as good. And I tried to do it by recording with my 4K camera and then matching the sound and then going back through and editing that shit. But that was like extra steps. It took way longer.
Video editing software and all that other stuff. And then
and I'm just using iMovie. Like I'm not on Adobe or any of the fancy ones. Yep. So I mean, I'm
any of John's stuff. It's all in the description below. Yep. So please do support his channel and
sign up for the newsletter. We're gonna start getting a little bit better with those. Hopefully, get out weekly ones and get some good content out there for you.
Cool beans. All right, guys. We'll be seeing you later. Adios.
Laters.